Right, so this is another look at the Last Stand changes to Versus Left 4 Dead. I'll try and get through Death Toll and Dead Air today if I can. Yeah, let's just get right into this. So, first of all, see what we've got over here. So, the back of here is still blocked off. The clipping here hasn't changed at all. And up here it's still the same, so I'm assuming you still can't pounce off this wall. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's fine for vanilla. Here's the crash course truck. Just for a little bit of detail, you can't actually get back here in vanilla. So that's fine. That's just a little bit of a continuity thing. So that's kind of nice. Actually quite a lot of detail in here. They blocked clipping through this displacement with a crouch here, so you can't get under the map. There's a few spots you can get under the map here, so or just out of bounds in general. Again, there's more out of bounds blocks here, and just some cliffs to stop survivors getting on the cliffs up here. I didn't know you can actually get up here as a survivor. Again, blocking a boost over here, so yeah, this first area hasn't really had any changes. I also don't believe they've added any ammo or weapon spawns. There's a problem with this map because these are literally the only ammo and weapon spawns on the entire map. So you can very easily run out of ammo, and that's it. You can't get ammo again. In Left 4 Dead 1, there is an ammo pile later in the map that always spawns, but for some reason they decided in Left 4 Dead 2 that ammo isn't important. But yeah, that's something that if got another Trent's just looking at some of the ammo spawns on Left 4 Dead 1 maps and kind of restoring the originally well placed Left 4 Dead 1 ammo piles. Because there are a few maps that have that problem. But yeah, they've stopped survivors jumping around this rock here to the other side of this cliff. They've also blocked some displacement crouch clips here. I know that I don't think you can get out of bounds in vanilla, but I know that you can go up like over here and get out of bounds on this side. Yeah, here it is. It is blocked though. They've also added. Okay, I'm guessing this rock is meant to. Yeah, so it just kind of lines up with the invisible wall here. So you actually know where it is and you don't just see the void out here. They've also blocked. Alright, so they've blocked infected off from. Yeah, standing on that bit for some reason. And also just survivors getting up here. But they have added some. Okay, good. Yeah. So they've added the ladder to get on top of this tunnel here. The one in Zonemod is placed so that if you stand on here, it invisibly blocks you from this side. Which, you know, this is an actual spot people stand. So I'm glad that it's not in the way there. But yeah. Yeah. So you can climb up here on top of this bridge. Again, this collision needs clipping off a little bit, maybe like a slightly longer ladder. But I do know, like, when I was going back over the Zonemod stuff, I redid all the clipping around here so that you didn't just get stuck. But yeah, they've clipped off so you can't get stuck under here, and then you can go up this ladder, get all the way on top for a nice little spawn. It's not a huge deal. It's kind of difficult to actually get a spawn up here. They've also blocked you from going this. Yeah, so they've blocked you from just simply going up here and then going that way. but you can still go over here as a hunter. I think that's fine. Yeah, just open up the area a little bit more. I don't really see it being necessary to block all of this for the infected, but I think it's fine. Unless this is where the skybox cuts off, maybe. Oh yeah. Might be a bit of a skybox. No, actually, that's fine down here. Hey, fails. How's it going? Yeah, so... And we've also got a ladder from this side. So I guess you just jump. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, I mean, I like this change. It's kind of difficult to actually hit here. But it shouldn't be too strong. Also just got an LOS fix on this truck here. So you can actually spawn back here. I'd like to see... I don't know if this actually affects line of sight enough, but like a little block here on this badly placed bridge would be nice. Oh, the hidden ladder is still here. Thanks, Valve. Yeah, I mean, nothing major changed around here. I think that's fine. I'm surprised they haven't blocked jumping across here in some way. I know it's kind of difficult to actually decently block it in a non-intrusive way. But like skipping this bridge is like, it's way too strong. At least in my opinion anyway. Like skipping the ladder choke is... Like with charges and like spit around here and jockeys as well. It really like takes away the infected's only chance at big damage on this map. But I don't know how you'd really block it in a way that doesn't get in the way of like running back here or standing on this bridge, so it's a difficult one. Okay, this is clipped off properly. Does this ladder even work? I guess you can't move around in here. Yeah. I'm sure there's more ways to get under the ground here. I do remember messing around with that a bit, but maybe they've blocked all of them. I'm sure they tested them and they only blocked these spots. But yeah, that's it for this outside area. Nothing major, just some clipping and these ladders, so that's fine. Just a line of sight fix on this van. That'll be spawn. Nothing else in these tunnels. I would like to see some clipping around here and also making these tires not solid. Yeah, also you can get stuck on top of this truck here that probably should be blocked because you can teleport the tank like this. Oh, you have to do it from this side, yeah. If you do it from this side, you can get stuck. So, I think that would be something good to block if you could. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else around here. Just some clipping improvements around this tunnel would be nice. Like there's some dodgy areas like this one. And the car pile up here can be a little bit annoying as well. Like for example, trying to jump on this tire. Its collision sticks out too much. And like this pipe here as well. It's fine in 30 tick though, but you can still sometimes get stuck on this because it's not clipped off at all. Yeah, like if you crouch, you can kind of get stuck. But yeah, also a line of sight fix on this van, which is nice. I'm not sure why it's facing this way though. I feel like it doesn't. You might still struggle to spawn when people are standing here. But yeah, nothing else changed here. But yeah, I would like to see like maybe at least a L4D2 ammo pile here. Because this is where it spawns in Left 4 Dead 1 versus. Just so that you have ammo. You know, you still have to push to get it if, like, for example, there's a tank. If you really need ammo, you kind of have to push into here. Because you can fight the tank in this room as well. It just doesn't happen very often. But yeah. I just feel like running out of ammo on this map happens like so easily. Yeah, there's nothing changed in here really. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with this section. We've also just blocked some out of bounds stuff around here. Won't go over it too much. I know you can. Yeah, okay. In vanilla, you can't get out back here, but you can actually fall down behind the map. But it's blocked here, so that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I think for Left 4 Dead 1 maps, literally just putting the Left 4 Dead 1 ammo piles back in that they removed, it is perfect. Like, the ones in Left 4 Dead are really well placed for versus, honestly, in Left 4 Dead 1. I really cannot see any issues with just putting them back. I don't understand why they were taken out in the first place. They are in the map, but they don't spawn in versus. The only one that I can think of is like they're in Left 4 Dead 1 versus. There are consistent ammo piles on all the maps that like at least one that always spawns generally. I think there might be a few RNG ones, but like the one on Death Toll 4 just before the event. That one spawns in this game. It's just RNG. But like, I'll go through them because this map and Dead Air, which I'm gonna do after, are the maps where this is the biggest problem. So in Left 4 Dead 1, there's an ammo pile that spawns here. It's in the map file. You can look at it in Hammer, but it just will never spawn in versus. It might spawn in campaign, but I don't know. But yeah, map 2 has one. I don't know about map 3, but map 3 has weapon spawns, so that's not really a problem. Map 4 has one. I don't know if that always spawns in Left 4 Dead 1, but I think it does. Again, Dead Air 2 has 2 ammo spawns that never spawn in Left 4 Dead 2. And Dead Air... I think Dead Air 3 is fine. I think that ammo pile always spawns. But yeah, there's just a few like random ones like that they just decided they shouldn't spawn. I don't really get why. I don't know if Blood Harvest has any. I think, oh yeah, Blood Harvest is missing a few. Map 3, it's missing one. In the barns, in the train yard. I don't know. I think map 2 is missing an ammo pile as well. And the thing is, in Left 4 Dead 1, there's also a glitch where if you pick up like, if you have a pump shotgun and you pick up an auto shotgun, and then you pick up your pump again, it refills the ammo completely. I guess they just use the same max ammo, so even without the ammo piles, just having weapon spawns in Left 4 Dead 1 acts as ammo, really. But yeah, I've gotten distracted. Just clipping improvements around this cliff, and over here as well. Just blocking infected getting stuck out here. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing. I mean, this map is fine, honestly. Like, I don't think it needs like any changes really. I mean, the only thing I would like is just let infected get back a little bit further here, because it kind of clips off a little bit early. It's kind of hard to move around and get spawned. But as long as people can't go all the way on top of this cliff, like you can in Zonemod, that's fine. It's really overpowered, like taking a tank and just throwing rocks all day when you only have Uzis to shoot from this range. But just for like a little bit of extra spawning, just redoing this clip a little bit would be nice. But otherwise, the rest of this map is fine. We can just go up to map 2. Yeah, Left 4 Dead 2 maps could just do with like at least one ammo pile that always spawns in like a key area. I think it doesn't make any sense to like how they've designed this game where you have to like take new weapons basically or just run out of ammo. it's kind of dumb. But yeah, so this stuck spot here isn't fixed. Yeah, this stuck spot isn't fixed. I think you could fix it because you still can't walk past here anyway without getting stopped. So I think you could just block it so that you just can't get stuck. Same, it's the same on this side. Like you still can't walk this way anyway, so. They've put a ladder up here so you can get to the spawn a lot more easily. I think this ladder, is this okay? Yeah, that's fine. It could maybe be raised up just a few units. Also stop you from, I guess you could fall down here maybe, or just get stuck. That's fine. But yeah, now you can get up here a lot easier in pubs, so that's nice. It's a good boomer spawn or like a jockey or a smoker. They blocked survivors getting on this electrical box, that's fine. I would like to see something done about this clip, honestly, but there's not a lot you can you can do about that. I'm wondering if there was like an infected ladder here in like an early version of the map. Like that, or like some different kind of pipe. Yeah, they've blocked something on top of it though, and also blocked survivors getting on top of all this stuff around here, so that's fine. They've also blocked getting up onto this out of bounds area here, which you can use to warp to the end of the map. Doesn't look like the infected ladders around here have been changed. I wish there was a better way to have ladders to get up here. Like, I did have the idea of like having ladders on these smaller pipes here, so that you can get up a little bit less of an awkward way. But yeah, these ladders can be kind of a problem. You can really easily fall off, and they just take forever to get up. I mean, this is fine. This is like a common spot to fight the tanks. So I think kind of leaving it as it is alright. They've also blocked getting in these tunnels up here, which is fine. Stop people getting out of bounds. Alright, so they've improved the clipping on these pipes. I was wondering, it did feel easier to surf, but yeah, that's good. That's a nice change actually. So yeah, if anyone didn't know, you can surf down these pipes and get down here really fast. That might be a little bit overpowered. It's really easy now. Because if you get a tank, you can do this and like just send your tank straight in. And if you're good at timing it, you can hit a hop at the bottom as well. So you can go like that and get like an insane amount of speed. Yeah, I don't know about making this so easy. You can get to like three times your normal speed. Because you could still surf on the pipes before anyway. It was just a little bit difficult. You know, I think maybe making these clips a little bit. Well, I guess the reason they're so big is because to get them at the exact angle you need for surfing, without being able to just stand on top of them, it needs to be big enough to clip through the wall to the other side. I mean, I think it's a nice change. It does make it a little bit easier to surf though, and also you can kind of stand on it a little bit, which is a bit weird. But I mean, that's fine. I don't think it's a big deal, so there's nothing wrong with that. They've also blocked survivors getting up there. I thought that would be blocked, but I guess not. So there's a spot here where survivors can go during tank, or just any time, and it's really hard for the infected to actually reach them. It's kind of hard to get to, but there's a little bit of a trick to it. I can't do it now. But you saw me do it before. I'll keep trying until I get it though. Alright, well, whatever. I can't get it now. There we go. Yeah, so you can go under here as a survivor, and there's not a lot the infected can do. Like, if the tank misses their first punch, they really can't do much. So, I think, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with blocking this off, really. You can also get punched up here. It's kind of a cheesy spot. Yeah, just... And, like, now that people know about it, like, people have been using it recently, you're gonna start seeing it a lot more. They've improved the clipping around here, that's fine. I don't remember it being an issue before, but I mean, I don't mind improved clipping. I guess it's just it was a bit bumpy going over the sides here. They've blocked getting into this window here. Did you actually get? Wait, what? Oh, they've blocked charges like doing the trick where they pull people out of bounds, so that's fine. There's another one over there. Just because you can stand on these pipes. They've added some LOS fixes to this bridge because before it didn't block sight at all. So now you can actually spawn around here, which is really nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. It's just because a lot of these like really animated props don't have any collision model or any like collision boxes or anything like that, so they don't block line of sight for spawning, which, you know, for Left 4 Dead obviously that's a problem, but for other Valve games it's not an issue. They've got some clips to stop survivors getting up here, which is fine. Yeah, so in Left 4 Dead 1, there's an ammo pile that always spawns here after the event. I think that this one would be fine to be in Left 4 Dead 2 as well. I really don't see any issues with that. Like, you can go back here for ammo, but, you know, obviously when you're at this point of the map, you don't really want to do that. And otherwise, then you're forced to take whatever weapon is here if you need ammo. Which is, I think it's always a rifle. But I could be wrong, I think it could be any weapon. But it's usually a rifle for some reason. But yeah, that's it for this area, nothing major, just mostly just this LOS fix here. Actually I missed one, so... Wait, what? Oh, okay, yeah, so they blocked standing on this little thing here where you can come and jump up here. That's fine. I was a bit confused for a second. But yeah, you can also jump from here to here if you end up down here. Just to get back up. But yeah, so that common hop is blocked, that's fine. Nothing down here. There's a ladder to get on this area up here, so you can actually spawn up there now. Oh, I kind of got stuck a little bit there. Yeah, so you can actually access this in a reasonable amount of time now. So that's good. And you can also go all the way around here and attack out in the outside bit here. If you didn't know. Yeah, before, I guess you would have to go this way, right? Yeah. So it's just a little bit faster. That's fine. I believe, okay, it's clipped off. I know that you can get up around here. Should probably clip this bit off, maybe. You could boost up here and just kind of stay here, maybe. I guess it's not too bad. Right, so they've blocked. I don't know if it shows like ladders that have been moved, but I know this ladder can be a bit of a problem. And there's some on map 1 as well where I kind of miss them. There's one to the left of the bridge where you get knocked off it sometimes because of it's too close to the cliff. And there's one near the end safe room as well on map 1. And this one is a problem as well. Sometimes you just get knocked off while you're climbing up. I hope that they've been slightly adjusted. I don't know if it should say actually. They've moved some barrels at the end of the sewer as well to stop you from warping with them. That's fine. I'm guessing it means some of these ones. Yeah. Just to make it a bit harder to stuck warp with them. That's fine. But yeah, I mean that ladder seems fine. They've blocked survivors getting up here. You can basically like boost up onto this roof and the infected can't do anything because it's so open for spawns that they can't really actually get to you. I've seen people grief by getting up here, so that's all blocked now, so that's good. Yeah, no, that's fine. There's a LOS fix on this van, so you can actually spawn here. They've blocked ledge hanging to get on top of this train, and also where you can hop over to these windows and out of bounds here. Again, just another spot where you can kind of grief the game. They've also added a ladder to get over these trains here, so you can actually spawn back here. That's quite a nice change actually. So you can't really like attack in here very easily, so yeah, that's it for map 2. Again, nothing major, just mostly just exploit blocks, which is fine. Oh, I missed this ladder right here. There's a ladder to get in this window. Just for another spawn. That's fine. Yeah. Again, nothing to really say about this map. Maybe look at this surf clip. It might be a little bit too strong. Hey, no foes. Yeah, I like the update. I haven't played like a lot, but you know, all the survival stuff is fun and the changes are all good. Well, of course they are. I mean, what are they saying exactly that they don't like? Is it the balance stuff or is it visual stuff? But yeah, I'll move on to map 3. Don't name anyone specifically as well. Don't want to single anyone out. It doesn't surprise me people would complain. I know people have complained about the ladder on Parish 1 for the tank, but like, that's just something you have to adapt to. People just don't really want to change how they're playing all that much. And then once they get used to it, they're gonna forget they were even complaining about it, honestly. It's just like, when you've played the game like the same way for, you know, 10 years, and something changes and you don't know what to do about it, you're gonna be like, oh, that's overpowered, that's bad, change that back. But it, the game becomes like so easy and so stale once you know like every single spawn that's gonna happen, and like there's only like one place to attack from in a certain area. I don't really think there's like, I think give it some time and people won't really have an issue. You know, just because something has changed as well doesn't mean it's permanent. Doesn't mean it's not open to change. It's just you need time and play testing to give feedback about it, and then see like, okay, maybe this was a bit too much, maybe this wasn't enough, and we can, you know, the people behind the update can change that. And you know, that's kind of why I'm doing this as well, just to, you know, look at it for myself and just see what I think. And I know Jacob and Sui, who are behind these changes, have been watching these, so. I mean, they do realize that Jacob literally is like one of the two people behind these changes, right? You know, the guy that made ProMod and like kind of supported the community for many years. Like, like I get like, oh, maybe they're not like an active like member of the competitive community, but most of these changes are like the exploit blocks. You can't really like argue about them in versus. They're just exploit blocks. A lot of the ladders are very similar to what's already in Zonemod, or just things that are in problem areas. So, like, I don't think like it's not really a lack of input. It's not like they haven't done like any research or don't have any knowledge about like this stuff. Like, I really haven't seen any major like this is so obvious that it's bad kind of things. Like, I think one thing is that for Zonemod, the stripper files haven't been changed, so it's just kind of put kind of what we've already got like on top of all this stuff, so it's not great at the moment, but people just need to give it time to be worked on and changed. I was gonna go through and like redo everything in stripper like one map at a time for Zonemod, but alright. Well, I'll see you later. But yeah, I mean, thanks for bringing that up anyway, because I think I don't know, like, people just need to give it time to play it, you know, it, it's fine. It's not, it's not like there's nothing like majorly different about the maps, and nothing that like competitive configs don't already do or weren't already going to do. But people will just complain about things that have been changed, like, without giving them a chance, so it doesn't surprise me. But yeah. Anyway, on to map 3, where they've blocked survivors getting on this roof up here. You can still get up on this bit though, but they just stopped the kind of main way, and also they've blocked doing the skip where you can go all out of bounds on this cliff here. So all of this cliff is blocked up for survivors, because you could like run all the way along here and get to the event. So that's fine. They've added another ladder up here so you can get on this roof as an infected, so that's actually a nice change. You can't go too far back though, otherwise you would go out and you would fall out of bounds, I think. Although it is blocked already, from what I remember. I guess you can go here, it's not really out of bounds. Yeah, it's already blocked, that's fine. Yeah, just a LOS fix here. I don't know, is this solid? Okay, it is solid. Oh yeah, is this one that's not solid? That's fine. Yeah, nothing really changed around here. I think that's fine. I'm not saying that you should add more hitables here, but just something in Left 4 Dead 1 that they changed between Left 4 Dead 2 is, well, first of all, this was a forklift in Left 4 Dead 1, and this dumpster was hittable, but they made it not hittable in Left 4 Dead 2, which I think that's okay, but like, people still wipe it quite a lot, but it's not really that strong of a tank. It really needs the hittables to wipe, or like a really good support. But yeah, I don't really, because they've made this a static prop, I don't really know what you could do, because you couldn't really remove it, and adding another dumpster in here would be weird, but I think it's fine as it is. People still struggle on Left 4 Dead 1 maps and Left 4 Dead 2, like either because they're just not really familiar with how they should be playing the map, or, you know, because they're not actually difficult or any harder, but they're a little bit stronger for infected in some places just because the maps are designed better, really. But yeah, I think this is fine. I think just one car here is still fine in this game, but it does really make the tank really support dependent. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not saying to change anything here really. I think it's fine as it is. We've also got some ladders to get on this building back here, which is quite nice. You couldn't really get up here before. They've also blocked getting up here and doing one of these fun tricks that I discovered that is nice, where you can like common hop onto this roof, but you can basically grief the game and never come down. It's really hard to actually reach a survivor up here, so that's fine. I think there's a few more around this area, because I was looking for a lot of skips on this map a while ago. I know you can get up to a lot of places. I think you can get on one of these trailers here, and yeah, but you could get out of bounds over here, so There's no ladder on this side as well, that's fine. There's some ladders to get over these fences, so you can attack from back here. There's no ladder on this side. I feel like you wouldn't really ever want to spawn back here unless you're like a hunter, I guess. So I think this ladder might kind of... until you drop down, you can't see that there's no ladder over here. Might need looking at a little bit, but that's fine. Yeah, they've just blocked getting out of bounds here and on this roof. You can get out of bounds all over here, so that's fine. There's another ladder on this side of the fence now, so you can spawn back here too. That's all fine. Yeah, this ammo pile is RNG, I think. Let me just... It should show if any of them have been added in. But this map can sometimes be a little bit difficult with ammo because you only get one weapon spawn here, and you don't get another ammo pile until like way down the street. So, you know, you're either kind of forced to take this weapon or like run back to safe room for ammo or run over that way. Unless you get a random ammo spawn, but this one almost never spawns, honestly. I don't even like ever remember seeing it like 9 out of 10 games it doesn't spawn. I just know that it's RNG. But yeah. Yeah, like just Death Toll alone like has so many issues with ammo piles in this game. It's something that needs to be looked at a little bit. Oh yeah, this one has an RNG ammo pile. It probably can't spawn when the other one spawns though. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they don't spawn in versus, to be honest, but yeah. They've also improved the clipping around here, so you can't stand on here. Don't know, is this... Let's see if this invisible wall has changed. I think it's a skybox actually, so it probably hasn't. Because I saw people complaining that it wasn't there, but you know, it obviously is. So that's just incorrect information really. It's just because it's kind of like, it's a bit confusing where it is, especially because you can't see it. But it's like, it's around here, it's just there's a gap between it on either side. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a skybox. They've blocked some displacement out of bounds over here, and survivors getting on top of this cliff, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. They've blocked a permastuck over here. Doesn't look like they've blocked climbing on these rocks, but you can't get out of bounds anyway, as we saw before, so that's fine. Oh, that's nice. We've got a ladder to get on this cliff now. That's quite a nice change. It's still going to be kind of hard to spawn, and you're like really far away, but it can be kind of difficult to actually get a spawn around here, so that's fine. A lot of these trees are obscured though, so you can still, you know, you can spawn inside the trees. There's some LOS fixes on this bus. I don't know why there's a gap right here, but that's fine. I would like to see this ladder maybe fixed a little bit. It's a bit... I think if you're climbing it from the left side, yeah, you can't actually get up it from this angle. It just needs adjusting slightly. There's an LOS fix on this van, so you can spawn back here. That's good. There's a ladder to get on this little shack over here. That's fine. They have made a lot of the trees around here solid, so you can actually spawn back here. That's a nice change. They've just blocked some stuck spots inside them as well. Not in this, I guess you can't get stuck in this one. But yeah, they've made these tree clusters back here solid, so you can actually spawn, so that's really nice. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, just a lot of these out of bounds trees on Left Dead 1 maps are just not solid, and you can't spawn behind them, so that's fine. Nothing else around here, just more out of bounds blocks. There's a line of sight fix on this ambulance, so you can spawn back here. This is just an added in rock for spawns. I don't think this was here before. Don't know how well it fits into the map, honestly, being like this close to the road. But I guess it's okay. It can be pretty rough to spawn around here, so. I don't think any of the hittable cars have been changed either. Like, removed. I forgot about that on map 1 actually, if the hittables have been changed around. But I think that's fine, even if they're not. They've just blocked getting on all the invisible walls around here. Survivor, that's fine. Nothing else around this event, just an extra ladder back here. Let's get on top of this cliff. I don't think you can really get that far out of bounds. Yeah, vanilla. So, not a problem. I know there's like an out of bounds back here, but you can't actually get here normally, so that's fine. At least I'm pretty sure you can't. Yeah, it's kind of blocked off. Yeah, so they've added a ladder back here, so you can attack from back here properly. And just a ladder to get over the wall here, which is fine. They've improved the clipping to stop. I don't know, actually. Is it to stop survivors standing up here? Or is it to stop the thing where you pull a survivor out of bounds with a charger? I hope that's fixed where you the charger thing. Because that's like a really dumb way to kill someone. Yeah, where you set up a smoke and a charger here. It's a pretty easy one. Yeah, otherwise, this map is fine. Just a couple of ladders, and it's really just exploit blocks. Nothing that's gonna change how the map really plays. Yeah, these are all really minor ladders, just in areas where you couldn't really do much before, so there's nothing wrong with any of these. Yeah, no, that's all fine. I don't really see any issues with these. Or not really anything to say about them. I think they're all fine. Yeah, I saw there was some that blocked this charger kind of thing, but they were a lot. I would imagine they have to be a lot bigger, so I don't know if this was overlooked or if this does fix it. But yeah. Right, I'll move on to map 4 and then I just need to be right back for 1 second. Yeah, I think there are definitely some exploits I've noticed that aren't. They're either like overlooked or just not very well known. But you know, there's so many exploits in this game. I'm happy with the ones that have been blocked. There's just so many. It's really hard to do anything about it. You know, you block 5 on one map, and there's, 5 other ways you can exploit stuff. So, but yeah. Anyway, map 4, they've added a kill trigger, so you actually die when you get charged down here. I don't know why it doesn't extend all the way over here. You could easily charge someone at an angle just to land here. But you can't really charge anyone back that way, so I don't know. I mean, it's fine that it instantly kills people now, that's nice. They've clipped survivors getting on top of the church back here, and they've added a ladder to get up on this side, which is actually really nice. It's a bit, yeah, it's stuck a little bit though. Let me try that again. Yeah, this needs clipping for infected. Or just move the ladder a little bit to the side. Also the ladder, the pipe doesn't actually touch the wall. Please fix. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really get why Valve decided to clip off this part, and also to put red clips inside pink clips here, just so that if you ever end up back here somehow, you literally can't do anything. And like, I know you can't actually get back here as an infected, but these red clips are really dumb. Like, even if you like open this area up, you can't you can't attack from back here. It's so dumb. But I think you can get back here though. Yeah, okay. So they've added some props for consistency with the previous map, I'm pretty sure. I think like these things are here. And they've added some oh, sorry. They've added some, well, let me have a look about the things on. So they've added some new ladders to get back here, and they've added a whole bunch of props. And they've added some stuff on here so that it was like an invisible wall here before, so that's been improved. And yeah, they've also added some ladders to get over here, so yeah, you've actually got a decent angle of attack from back here now. Oh damn, I just seen that ladder. I don't know about that one. But yeah, so like you can actually spawn back here properly now and attack from back here. This is hittable. Oh. Just ignore this. Yeah, this car is hittable. Like I'm all in favor of changing this map up so that people don't just run every single tank back here. But I don't know if this is going a little bit too far. I'll go over all the changes actually, so for this whole area. So we got some LOS fixes around here. I guess they've opened up. Yeah, they've like redone the clipping up here so that infected can actually get around here a bit. So this, as far back as you can go. Okay, you kind of get stuck on this. This needs to be improved. It kind of doesn't line up. Yeah, so I've blocked the displacement clip out here, that's fine. Right, there's nothing else in this area. So all the hittables that were already here are the same. But they've added a ladder to get on this cliff here, which combined with getting back here for spawns, I think this ladder is a bit too much. Like rocket spawning from up here, or just being able to spawn up here in general, or getting a tank up here. Like if you incap someone over here or something and just climbing out. That's really, really strong. That, like, if you play that right, that could be like just a little bit too strong. But yeah, like I like these changes back here. Although, again, like with the hittable, so like if you're coming in with the tank and you can get a lot of hittables in this area already, I think. So like there's one over here. There's one over here. There's some stuff over here if you want them. And there's a dumpster here, a dumpster here. I think that's it. But you can get a lot in, obviously. You can hit some from back here if you really want to. So like this hittable, like obviously if survive, like this is the area where people normally go to fight the tank, either here or by the safe room. To get this hittable, you do have to run past everyone and like kind of go over here. And you know, obviously you're going to be taking a lot of damage, but I don't really see why this one is necessary, because like the kind of skill in playing this tank is like in already being able to get your hittables in well, and just having like a free one is a bit, it feels a bit like unnecessary. It's like if you can't get any of them in, you can still just go over here and get one if you're really desperate. and it's like really easy to hit in. It's just that you take damage for doing it. Yeah, I don't know, I'm a bit conflicted about this one. I think all the stuff back here, just minus the hittable, is fine. You know, it can be really difficult to actually spawn and get an attack back here, so this is all really nice. Yeah, I think either like, yeah, I don't know, like it's nice being able to get up here, but it just feels like a little bit too easy to just get on this cliff and get like an easy spawn with something like a charger or a jockey or a hunter. Or maybe even a smoker could pull someone. If like a smoker can pull someone from this range, I think it might be a bit too much. Because that's like a free hittable, and you don't really have a chance to clear the smoker from this kind of range before it pulls you. And then you can pull for a car or a dumpster hit, so yeah. I'd have to see how it plays out in practice though, because but like this tank is like, if you know how to play it well as a survivor, this tank shouldn't be a problem. And that's why running back here all the time is a problem. Like even with all the hittables, it's not a hard tank to take. I just feel like this might be a little bit too much maybe. Especially in pubs, because like people's strategy in pubs for tanks is like normally very not just not optimal, or like just they make a lot of mistakes, so I don't think like they really need to make this area that much stronger. Like I guess the thing in pubs is that you have tier 2s over here, and it's actually the tank that really struggles. Yeah, I just feel like this might be a little bit too much, that's all. Yeah, it's a difficult area though, because you can't open up spawns back here like I was showing before. You can't get over here as an infected. So you only really have a few ways to attack. I think like another ladder on this fence would be fine. Just to get over here, and there's already one there, that's fine. And like more ways to kind of do stuff from over here, around this kind of area. Yeah. I think the thing is, like, I would like to see like more areas of the map used to fight tanks, but because in Left 4 Dead 1, there are like, you can fight the tanks in other places like this, but like fighting a tank in like a small room in Left 4 Dead 2 is like, without something to juke the tank around, is normally not very viable. So yeah, that's kind of difficult, but there are a few like other options. It's just with all the hittables on this map, you're really not going to want to fight the tank in some of these areas. I think this area is fine as well, but a lot of people misplay this area and eat hittables, or just like don't know how to really play the tank here. But this area is fine. You don't really need to run back if you're all the way here. And you can also kind of force the tank to go AI by like faking a run back and then running forwards, if the tank kind of goes, like, falls for the bait. Yeah, yeah, I think this tank on this map really needs watching carefully to see how people play it and how much it wipes compared to before. Yeah, I just think like this ladder, it might not be that bad, really, but it's definitely a big adjustment. There's not really many ladders that go up to like huge cliffs like this. It's just kind of a, like, it wouldn't be a problem if it wasn't for like the kind of like charger and jockey needing a good spawn, and this being like kind of a perfect spawn for them. Like, I don't know why you would spawn a charger or a jockey anywhere but here if you were fighting a tank here. 'Cause anyone, like, if the survivors were playing back here, you know, if they were playing like forwards over here, it would be a different case. But even then, like a charger from back here to this area would be kind of strong. But yeah, I don't know why you would spawn a charger anywhere else with this. It'll be so easy to just get in. Like a lot more easily than before. Well, like if you're shooting a tank as well, like in or like any of the other infected, you're not gonna be focusing on the charger all the time. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think this just needs like kind of just need to see how it plays out. I would like more variety in how tanks are fought on this map. Um, yeah, it's just I don't know. We'll have to see. It might not be too bad, but um, this definitely like stands out to me as maybe a bit too much. But I think it's fine. Just have to see how it plays out. Anyway, we can move on now. That's enough of that. Just some random clipping improvements in the skybox around here, and got an LOS fix on this van, and also stuff to stop people griefing and blocking the door here, which is nice. Actually, I kind of want to test this out. There we go. Oh. Come on. Right, let's get rid of this car and get a dumpster over here. So it should disappear, but it might. I have a command that should make the hitables not disappear, so it might not actually work. Yeah, I'm on like 10 times speed, so it should. Yeah, I think that might just be because of my testing config. It makes it so the hitables don't disappear. So, but that should stop some griefing here. It's got a prop here, so you can actually spawn back here. So that's quite nice. They've added a van here, just for spawns. It's clipped off for survivors, so you can't just jump up here and skip half the map really easily. Yeah, they've blocked getting in these windows here to, well, skip half the map. Yeah, I don't know, but they've not blocked survivors getting up here. I know you can get up here as a survivor. But yeah, again, like this in configs, this van is like really like close to this wall. I don't know if it's meant to be for jumping on here or just for spawns, but for Zonemod 2.0, I was gonna move it like around here. So this is kind of similar, but it's further. It's kind of far away. Again, I don't know how useful it'll be with how far away it is, but I guess it's fine. I don't think it's based on the tank. I don't think this is based on the tank dying, because you could just run back here and then never die, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, just some exploit blocks around here. Really, you can't get on this van anymore. Okay, that's already blocked. Let me spawn as something else. They've added some ladders to get on the buildings around here. Oh. Yeah, okay, so this is, yeah. Right, let me have a look at all these. So there's a ladder to get on this truck. There wasn't one before, I'm pretty sure. There's a ladder from this truck onto this telephone line, and then onto the roof over here. There's also a ladder onto the truck from this side. There was already one here, so I don't really see this as being too necessary, but I guess it's okay. There's some ladders to get on the buildings back here. And one on this building too, just at the end of the street. And we've also just got some like exploit blocks for survivors for getting out of bounds. And we've got a ladder up here to get on this roof. And you can spawn back here. I'll just get rid of those so you can see. Pretty sure you can't jump up here. Yeah, it's like there's a skybox here, so you can't really remove this. This map's got some really weirdly placed skyboxes. But yeah, and then they've put like a solid awning here, I guess. So that's fine. I don't know, was there an awning here before? I don't remember. But yeah, so while I do like these ladders, it's good that you can get on top of here now. It didn't really make much sense before. When you've made the other viable tank spot kind of a lot harder, I don't know if like making this one a lot harder as well is also good at the same time. I know it's really rough. Sometimes the spawn around here is affected, but there are some like nice spawns you can get like behind these hedges and just behind the cars and stuff, and over here as well. Yeah. Again, let me spot the tank. So around here there's one dumpster, one car, two cars, three cars, four cars, two dumpsters, five cars, three dumpsters. So yeah, three dumpsters and five cars. Like I get that like attacking around here is like infected when it's not a tank is kind of hard. But and again, this ladder on this roof as well is another big spawn, especially for anyone that's running back here or just attacking here in general. Which, you know, this is a good ladder. I think this one's fine regardless, but yeah. I think that especially for tanks, all these extra ladders are like, you know, these are going to be really strong spawns because so when you're fighting the tank around here, you have to stand around the areas where all these like telephone poles are and these trees are just to avoid all the hittables. If you're good at like avoiding the hittables, it's not a bad area, but there's so many chances to just instantly get killed, so you know, it still makes this kind of a hard area to fight a tank in, sometimes. Yeah. I just think like this, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say as well because tier 2's kind of made this map. You know, they really changed the map balance, so it can be rough for tanks in pubs here and infected in general. So it's really hard to say. I just think that like, maybe it's a little bit too much in both areas at the same time. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways you can play it. In like in Left 4 Dead 1, you can people normally just fight right here. It's fine. In but yeah, but there's more ladders over here now as well. So yeah, I just think it's a bit too much for both of the main kind of tank areas. It might just need a bit of a. It just needs to be watched how it's played, really. I think like if there were less hittables here, I wouldn't mind so much, but there's already like 5 in this one area and then 3 back here. So it's kind of yeah, I don't know. I think just like maybe more grounded spawns would be fine. Just because rock like it I wouldn't mind but like rocket spawning right on top of someone during a tank with like 5 hittables is kind of a bit too much. I think like a grounded spawn where you can have like a more reliable reaction to it and it takes a bit longer to get to you is fine. It's really just like these kind of like high up rocket spawns combined with a bunch of hittables. I mean like even just more things to juke the cars around would be nice as well. But yeah, I think it's okay. I think we'll just have to see how it plays. I haven't played a game on Deathtoll yet, so since the update. So I don't know how it plays out yet. I'm just thinking like both of these being changed so drastically might have too much of an effect. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess we can see how it plays out. I don't really have much else to say about this. Just yeah, that's fine. I don't know. I do like some of these ladders though. It's just about like maybe like if it took longer to get a spawn, like if you had to like run around the back of the house to get up here, so it wasn't like a, you know, like you get a spawn right on top of a survivor here and you just go straight here and have a spawn in like 3 seconds. Yeah, tank. Yeah, tank's gonna spawn a lot more on this map in pubs now. I think was it like 25% because of the bug before or something? In pubs. So it should be the correct amount now. Dude, what is this chimney? It's literally just a black box. These houses are awful. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like map 4 might be a bit too hard in pubs now. Even with tier 2s. I think it might be a bit too much for like your average kind of player or even like decent players. It definitely makes this map like a lot easier for infected rather than just, you know, like you don't really need a great hit when you've got like really amazing spawns. Yeah, well, I mean, I've played a lot of this map and like I've scrimmed a lot on it and played like pugs and mixes and pubs and I've played it. Like obviously it's the most popular Left 4 Dead 1 map. I've got a lot of experience there as well. Yeah, I think it's I don't know. I'm also wondering if the tank will spawn during the event as well. Because that is like in Left 4 Dead 1 it's fine because the horde is not infinite and it's not that long either. It's like 2 waves I want to say, maybe 3, I don't know. And you'd like fight it like out on this like office back here or in this room. Which again in Left 4 Dead 1 like a room tank is fine. In Left 4 Dead 2 it's not really as good because the shotgun doesn't do as much damage when you point blank. Yeah, I don't know. But we can just move on to the street anyway. So, okay, I thought I saw a screenshot of a ladder to get up here. I guess they cut that before they... Oh wait, why is this blocked? Okay. I guess you can't get back here in vanilla then. It's just blocked for the infected. Oh, it's probably these wrong way signs. I guess you could put like a plywood on the fence here as well. Cover them up. Yeah, spit too. Well, you can like body block the spit. Or just kind of shoot out of the door. Yeah, so they've redone the clipping on these buildings, I guess, so that you can get like a little bit further up. Yeah, they've added like a a new texture here and clipped it off. It's kind of hard to see with all these clips around here, but yeah, so they've added some ladders to get up on the left side here just by the bus. You can get on the roof up here just for an extra spawn. So that's nice. They've added some textures here so you can see you can actually break these. So that's good. They've added, so if you run along this awning here and then jump up here, there's a ladder. You can get on this roof. Yeah, that one's kind of interesting. I feel like yeah, depending on where the tank spawns, this one might be pretty big change. Because like as a tank, if survivors get a tank around here and they run back, you can cut them off. So you'd normally like either go to this ladder or this one here, and you know cut them off this way. So that might make that a little bit faster now. But yeah, it's just another spawn on this roof where they've opened it up a little bit. Otherwise, nothing on this side has changed. I don't know if there's any other breakable walls I've missed, but yeah, that's fine. They've blocked survivors getting in this window here. That's it around here. Just a LOS fix on this bus. They've not added a way to get. They've not added like any extra spawns back here. Sometimes it can be pretty difficult to actually spawn over here, so. But I guess this event is infinite in Left 4 Dead 2, so I guess that's fine. It doesn't really need buffing much. They've added a ladder to get up here into this little thing, which is quite nice because the only way up here before really was this really awkward path. Through these windows that are too small, you have to crouch, break a window, and then go through here. So that's a nice change. Yeah, for some reason, like, specifically Deftel 4, the scale of like buildings is just wrong. I don't really know why. They haven't let you get up here. I guess that's fine. Nothing really major around this event. Just a extra ladder to get up here. I mean, that's quite nice. It's going to be a bit difficult to attack around here. Especially with the Left 4 Dead 2 infected. And there's a ladder on this side as well. Is that not solid? Okay. What's this trigger? Oh, I think this makes it so the infected don't spawn in the safe room once you reach this part of the map. So once a survivor drops down here, they shouldn't be spawning in front of the survivors anymore because the director script, like the preference for spawning, you can set it to like in front or like behind or anywhere. And on all of these infinite events where you run to a safe room, it's set to in front. So yeah, this should fix having to run to this door and close it. Yeah. Otherwise that's it for this map. I already spent quite a lot of time on these two tank areas, so yeah, just need to see how they play out. I feel like even though you have like tier 2s and stuff in pubs and infected play isn't like that good, it might still be a bit too much for especially like any decent player, like having a tank or like any kind of infected here or anyone that's like playing with friends. It might just be a little bit too strong. Or even for like any like decent players in competitive, I don't know. Yeah, I saw one on I forget which map it was, but another map that has an infinite event. Dark Carnival 4. Yeah, I think yeah. Outside of these areas we've highlighted, I think the rest of it's fine. Yeah. That's fine. We can just move on to map 5. So they've blocked survivors getting on this roof over here. and all out of bounds over here. There's loads of ways out of bounds, so I think that's fine. Yeah, there's quite a few different ways you can get on these roofs and out of bounds because none of them are blocked properly. Otherwise, no changes in this first area. I guess that's fine. Yeah. Well, hopefully, wait, actually, do tanks spawn here in pubs in Left 4 Dead 2? Hmm. Oh well. If they do spawn here now, that would make this map a lot more interesting. But yeah, otherwise this area is unchanged. Anyone that's familiar with how to play this tank should probably know that it's fine. There's like some hittables around here. No, these are labeled as last stand, so this is where the last stand splits off over here. So we've got, yeah, nothing changed around here really. They've plucked a stuck spot in this tree. I think, aren't some of these trees like not solid? I guess, yeah, this is fine. They've made a lot of these trees around here solid, just if you ever wanted to spawn back here, and also block some stuck spots in them. They've added a rock here so that you can jump up here as like an extra spawn. That's quite nice. Just a prop ladder, and they've made all these trees back here solid. It can be quite difficult to actually spawn here, so that's fine. They've added another ladder, another rock to get up here. It's not got great collision though. Maybe just like some clipping on this would help. Kind of slide off it. In pubs, I don't know. I'm just used to them always spawning, so yeah, I know like in Left 4 Dead 1, every finale can spawn an early one. In vanilla. I don't know if like Blood Harvest can spawn an early tank in this game. I don't know if it might be related to the same bug that's affecting them because like Blood Harvest is C12 and I don't know if it's anything to do with that. But I don't know if it spawns or not. I'm not sure. It might not do. It would be nice to see them spawn though. It doesn't make any sense why they just don't spawn on most of the maps. It would definitely make the finales more interesting. And like especially the Left 4 Dead 1 maps, they're definitely designed for those tank spawns to exist. This map and Blood Harvest and well, I mean I guess all the maps. Um yeah. Dead Air as well, that's a big one. Because in Left 4 Dead 1, if you get a tank there, it spawns literally the instant you leave the safe room every single time. That's the only spawn. It's in Left 4 Dead 2 it's a bit better, it doesn't always spawn instantly if you have it enabled, but anyway, we're getting distracted. Yeah, no, I mean this is a fun tank fight. I think like honestly, like for finales, I like the early tanks more than the actual event. It's just a lot more interesting generally. But yeah. Anyway, so we've got some extra spawns around here, just some new props. These trees are all solid around these cliffs and on this side as well. Some of the I don't know if any of them are new except the rocks, so um so we've got a hittable log here. I was actually considering putting one in Zonemod in a very similar place, but I decided not to because I felt it might be a bit too strong on a finale like this. Because in Zonemod there's a lot of dissuasion from standing on these docks, especially I was going to put a lot of ladders around here as well. I think with the docks being like a viable spot, this hittable might be okay just because you're almost untouchable over here. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that now. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, so as Fails just said, once you start the event, you can't run back, like kind of back to this area. I'll once I've looked at all the changes, I'll do that. So you have to fight in here, so that's good. I'm guessing it's like these kind of rocks, maybe, that block the way. I don't know. Oh, they just spawn out of nowhere. Actually, have you tested it so that if anyone, I don't know if you can trigger the finale while someone's back here, but like if you can't lock people out of bounds by starting it early. I don't think you can start the finale actually, so I think it'll be fine. Yeah. They've added ladders to get on these cliffs over here. This is another kind of common spot to go, especially during a tank. They've added a rock to spawn back here, so not a huge change. I think the ladders to get on the cliff here are good though. Although it's kind of, you can't really spawn, but unless you go back here. Yeah, I think this area could maybe do with a few more spawns, but you know, it's kind of rough to fight a tank here with tier 2s in pubs. You really don't have any way to kind of catch up to the survivors, and they can juke you on these rocks really easily. Yeah, I think like because this like the kind of meta is to stand on the docks during the event, and then just before tank spawns, you would run over to this forest here. Sometimes the tank can also spawn in really awful spots that are really close to the survivors. Um, and they can just get absolutely shredded. And then you also have fire on this map as well, and you have to run to this water to put it out that's really far away, so this tank is just really difficult in pubs to do much with, so I would like to see a little bit more. But you have now got this log over here, so you do have a chance. You only have like one chance though, obviously, because it won't stay between tanks if you use it, but yeah. They just blocked some get on the cliffs over here as well. Let me have a look at this. Oh, so they've added a rock here, but only infected can get on this rock. So there's no like, yeah, I think. I guess that's fine. It's like some extra spawns, but it's not great because you still can't really get to the docks. Yeah, I guess you can like spawn here and then probably clip that so you can walk up here. Just to smooth out the movement a bit so you don't have to jump and then jump again. I guess you can jump to the docks from here, so that's not terrible. You could maybe get like a nice charge or something. I feel like just having some ladders around the docks would be good. Just like one on each, like each of the sides, like one here and like one back here maybe. But that would help a lot. I'm also hoping that the glitch in pubs where if you stand back here, the finale just doesn't want to progress anymore is fixed, but I'm not sure about that one. Yeah, otherwise not much around this finale, just this hittable is obviously a big change. Oh, actually I missed, yeah, okay, I missed this here. There's a ladder to get on this roof here. That's quite nice. Again, it can be difficult to spawn around here, so this might actually help a lot with this area. Yeah, that's fine. Again, like this finale is like, especially in pubs, it's pretty difficult for the infected. I mean, a lot of the finales in general are. There's some that are like easy for the infected, and some that are really, really hard to actually do anything on. They've just clipped these railings that weren't solid here before as well. Yeah, yeah, I think this log is gonna make a big difference to this tank. Though it is really hard to actually use it around here. Like I've played around with a log here as well. Getting it past a lot of these trees can be difficult. You'd either like have to get a good hit out this way or like back here and then over the fence, or hit it this way. And like while you're doing that, you'll be getting shot, and the survivors will have time to move around to where they want, just because of this big cluster of trees here and over here. But I mean, it's a good change. I do like just adding a hittable on some of these finales, just to give the tanks an actual chance at doing something. Especially like if you get a chance to minigun the tank, just because they have a bad spawn. It's really difficult to do much here. But yeah, we'll try out the new finale block thing. So, yeah, so I think it's around here where it cuts the finale off. So once I reach the button, let's fly over there now. Right, so that should have triggered the block for the finale. So we'll just see if it's there. Yeah, okay, so, oops. Let me just check to make sure it's all blocked off. Yeah, that's fine. So, yeah, so you can know, I mean, this, I'll be honest, this looks a little bit weird. Some of these rocks are kind of floating. But yeah, this should stop people from like running all the way back to the safe room and basically locking out the game and griefing. So that, I mean, that's a nice change. I think visually it could probably be improved. Otherwise, that's fine. You don't really see it too often, but I know people do like to run all the way back on this finale and grief it. Yeah, yeah, Deftel is fine. It's just map 4 that I'm mostly wondering about, like how it'll play out now. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out though. A lot of the changes are good. It's just yeah, map 4 is the other one where I'm not sure about everything on it. But otherwise, I think it's all good stuff. There might be more exploits that need blocking. I don't remember any off the top of my head, but there's still quite a lot of exploits on this map in general. So, otherwise, most of the ladders are good. They're just in areas where it can be difficult to get a decent spawn. Otherwise, people just kind of, you know, the problem with this map is like people just need to learn how to play it a little bit more. Like, is this roof blocked in pubs? Oh no, I'm a survivor. That's why. Okay, never mind. But yeah, I think just like once people like understand the strategies on this map, it's really like a good map. Um, it's really balanced for both sides. So yeah, I think all of these are fine.